Prime Minister Shehbaz said that a delegation from the International Monetary Fund would travel to Pakistan in 2 to 3 days to finalize the 9th review of Pakistan's $7 billion extended fund facility. He made the remarks while addressing the inaugural ceremony of Hazara Electric Supply Company in Islamabad. Pakistan entered a $6 billion IMF program in 2019, which was increased to $7 billion last year. The program's 9th review, which would release $1.18 billion, is currently pending. It had earlier been put off for 2 months due to the PMLN-led government's unwillingness to accept certain conditions placed before it by the fund, and the disagreements have yet to be resolved. During his address, the Premier said he had spoken with IMF Managing Director Kristalina Georgieva regarding Pakistan's agreements with the International Monetary Lender. He highlighted that he assured Georgieva that Pakistan would try and complete the terms of the agreement. Lambasting former Premier Imran Khan, the PM said that he had not anticipated the extent to which PTI Chairman Imran Khan had destroyed everything, referring to the country's worsening economic situation. He further termed Imran to be the biggest hypocrite and most thankless person, referring to the PTI leader's statements against the country's top institutions. Thousands of people in South Waziristan's Wana took to the streets against the recent wave of terrorism and demanded the immediate restoration of peace in the region. The protest comes as terrorism is again rearing its head in the country, especially in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan, believed to have been planned and directed by the outlawed Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan leaders based in Afghanistan. The TTP executed more than 100 attacks last year, most of which happened after August when the group's peace talks with the Pakistani government began to falter. Yesterday, security forces killed 11 militants, including a key commander of the banned TTP, in a raid in South Waziristan. Separately, 2 separate attacks targeting the police in Lucky Marwat and Dera Ismail Khan left 5 officials injured. In Wana, people from all walks of life, including political workers, social activists, traders and youth, attended the peace march organized. Holding white flags and placards, the participants chanted slogans in favor of peace against the fresh wave of terrorism in the region, particularly in the tribal districts. The Sindh High Court temporarily handed over a teenage girl to her parents in Karachi after she told the court that she wanted to live with her family. She was reported as kidnapped last year but later found to have purportedly eloped in Punjab. The girl, until today, had been residing in a shelter home while her father, Syed Mehdi Kazmi, had reached out to the court to seek his daughter's custody as well as orders for revocation of her alleged marriage with Zahir Ahmed, the man who was purported to have tied the knot with her in Punjab. At the outset of the hearing, the court summoned the girl and asked her whether she wanted to live with her parents. She replied in the affirmative. After recording a statement, the court ordered authorities to grant custody of the girl to her parents temporarily, while noting that a decision regarding her permanent custody would be taken by a trial court. The judge also ruled that a child protection officer would visit the girl every Saturday along with a lady police officer. The police officer had to submit a report to the trial court after each meeting. The judge also directed the girl's parents to submit surety bonds of 1 million rupees. Short-term inflation measured by the sensitive price index reached 30.6% year-on-year in the week ending on 5th January, up from last week's 29.3% as food prices continue to remain high. Data released by the Pakistan Bureau of Stats showed inflation rose 1.09% week-on-week. It had fallen slightly by 0.09% in the previous week. The SBI monitors the prices of 51 essential items based on a survey of 50 markets in 17 cities across the country. During the week under review, the prices of 23 items increased and 9 decreased, while 19 remained unchanged. Pakistan has been in the grips of high inflation in the past few months. The Consumer Price Index, which had spiked to a decade's high level of 27.2% in August and slowed slightly in the following months, rose again to 24.5% in December. The Finance Ministry had forecast inflation would stay high between 21 to 23% during the current fiscal year.